Hi, good morning, students. How are you? I hope you all are well. Okay, so in this chapter, what we are going to be start important acts by our parliament. Yesterday, I downloaded a video. Did you watch the seventh chapter, levels of government? Okay, and judiciary levels. So both are three levels has. So I hope you all are understand that levels of government, our government. Today we are going to start important acts by our parliament. Acts by our parliament means the acts which is made in the parliament for solve every issues related to the country. Okay, acts means ಕಾಯ್ದೆಗಳು. Okay, the systems. Warm up. What does this picture say about lawmaking in India? Who makes the laws? So this is the what? Vidhan Saudha, is it? So where the parliament is happens. So this picture is in bold what? Vidhan Saudha. Okay. Look ahead. Important acts passed by Indian Parliament. So the important acts which are passed by the Indian Parliament. Parliament means it is a place where all the members of the government and the prime minister, president, everyone are discussing the issues and taking decision regarding that issues. Okay, that place is called Parliament, Samsattu. So this is passed many more laws for issues. So we are learning about that. Okay, laws, governance, and challenges. So laws means ಕಾನೂನುಗಳು, governance and challenges. Challenges means problems and governance. How to govern that? Who govern that? How government is govern that problems. Okay. The Parliament of India is the principal law-making body of the country. So the Parliament of India in ಭಾರತದ ಸಂಸತ್ತು ಏನು? This is the principal law-making body of the country. So ಇದು ಒಂದು ಮುಖ್ಯವಾದ ಲಾಗಳನ್ನು ಅಂದರೆ ಕಾನೂನುಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡುವ ಒಂದು ಬಾಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, it makes laws for the entire nation. While making laws, the Parliament keeps in mind the provisions of the Constitution of India. So, in the Parliament, laws are making, decisions are taking for solve the issues in the entire country. Okay, and when Parliament is making law, they are keeps in mind the provision of the Constitution of India. Constitution means Samvidhana. Okay. So whatever the rules and regulations put in the Constitution, they have to be followed. According to that, they have to be take the decision. Okay. So Parliament, it is a place where decisions or laws are making. It is a law making body. It is keeps mind in its mind about the rules and regulations of the Constitution when laws are making. Okay. So this is about the laws, governance and challenges. Next, 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act 1992. So 73 ಸಾಂವಿಧಾನಿಕ ತಿದ್ದುಪಡಿ ಕಾಯ್ದೆ 1992. Amendment means ತಿದ್ದುಪಡಿ. So which is making again means some corrections are doing in any act means that is called amendment. Okay. So 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act 1992. What it includes? The 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act gave legal validity to the Panchayat Raj institutions. So this act gives legal validity. Validity means, validity means they are given the right or ability, okay, to the Panchayat Raj institutions. Panchayat Raj institutions means these are the government systems which is found in the villages, okay. Though the Panchayat Raj institutions were in existence in various forms in various states, they did not have the status of formal institutions. So every state doesn't have a same system. So in the every state they have a different types of Panchayat Raj system, okay. They did not have regular elections. There was insufficient representation of weaker section. So they did not have regular elections. So regular election is not available in the villages or panchayat system, and there was insufficient representation of weaker section. So they are sufficiently properly they are not present the weaker section to the government, and the institution did not adequate power and financial resources. So the institution, which institution? Panchayat Raj institution. Panchayat Raj institution ಅಂದರೆ ಗ್ರಾಮ ಪಂಚಾಯತಿಗಳು, ಓಕೆ, the ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು which is comes under the panchayat. So they are not adequate power and financial resources. So they did not has the power and financial resources. These are the problems which is faced by the Panchayat Raj. They are not have a same and regular system in the different states, and they won't provide the sufficient weaker section, sufficient representation of weaker section, and the institution did not adequate power and financial resources. ಸೊ ಅವರ ಹತ್ರ ಪವರ್ ಮತ್ತು ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಇದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ, ಮತ್ತು ಅವರ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮುಂದೆ ತರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾಗ್ತಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ, ಮತ್ತು ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಒಂದು ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಇದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಗಳಲ್ಲೂ ಒಂದೇ ಥರದ ಪಂಚಾಯತಿ ರಾಜ್ ಇದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ that's why this act is passed by the government. So the 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act aimed to remove these problems and strengthen the Panchayat Raj system and increase people participation. So why 73rd Constitutional Act is amended? ಯಾಕೆ ಅದನ್ನು ತಿದ್ದುಪಡಿ ಮಾಡಲಾಯಿತು? ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸೊ ಪಂಚಾಯತ್ ರಾಜ್ನ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿ ಪವರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act 1992ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಓಕೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ it provided for panchayats to be elected at 3 levels, at the village, block and district level. So according to the 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act, they have to be at the 3 level, like how our government levels are 3, like that in panchayat also there will be 3 levels or 3 tier system. First is village, next block and district. At the first tier or village level, the panchayat is known as Grama Panchayat. So first level is called what? Grama Panchayat. The members of the Gram Panchayat are elected by the villagers from their own village. So Grama Panchayat members are elected by the people who is living in that village, okay. Next, several Gram Panchayats form the Janapad Panchayat or the Panchayat Samiti. So different villages are found now. So different villages Gram Panchayat members are elected. Whom? Janapad Panchayat means Panchayati Samiti. It is the second level, block level, okay. It works at the block level. Several Panchayat Samitis form the district Panchayat or Zilla Parishad. So it works at the district level. So three levels is there: Gram Panchayat, Janapad Panchayat or Panchayat Samiti, and District Panchayat or Zilla Parishad. So Gram Panchayat is worked for villages, and Panchayat Samiti is elected by the Gram Panchayat members, and District Panchayat is at the district level. They are worked. Okay, block level means 10 villages equals to 1 block. Okay, it works at the district level. 1/3 of the seats in these panchayat are reserved for women. How much? 1/3 of the seats are reserved for women. Okay, this is about the 73rd Amendment Act 1992. Next, Right to Information Act RTI 2005. The Right to Information was a revolutionary act passed by the Parliament of India. So, Right to Information Act RTI, when it is came in 2005. The Right to Information was a revolutionary act passed by the Parliament of India. The Right to Information Act allows people to question the government on any issue. People can file an RTI, Right to Information, query for any government department. When the department receives a query, it must respond within 30 days. So revolutionary means krantikari. If any work is happened forcefully, means they have a right to question against that. Okay. So in India, there will be a Right to Information Act which is passed in 2005 in the Parliament of India. Right to information, it allows people to question against the government. Whatever the government taken whatever the issues against government taken, any rules or any systems are passed, means if people are not satisfied, they can be questioned to the government, and the government has to be answered within the 30 days. Okay. In its reply, the department must name the files which recorded the information required. This gives the applicant a chance to inspect the files. So it also permits the applicant to take photocopies of the notes made in the file if he or she wishes to file a case against the government. So whatever the government taken decision, if anyone is questioning, means they have to be record the things, all the things which is taken by the government in decision taken, means they have to be file records, and they have to be show the common papers if they have any query or questions against that, and the common people can be take that copy or their photos, or they can be search or inspect them. They can be read very well and understand that, and it is right or wrong, they can be identified. So, and they can get a photocopies of that. If they have any issues regarding that system or that rule, they can be file case against the government. Okay. Thus, Right to Information Act makes government officers towards the people, means makes the government transparent and efficient. It ensured greater accountability of the government officers towards the people. So this act made the government efficient and ಎಫಿಷಿಯೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ದಕ್ಷವಾಗಿದ್ದು. ಓಕೆ, ದಕ್ಷವಾಗಿ ಅವ್ರು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋ ಥರ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪರೆಂಟ್ and ensures greater accountability of the government officers towards the people. So they are accountable regarding the people. People can be asked any question anytime, so they have to be keep mind and they have to be keep all records with them. They have the responsibility of the people. So this awareness will be in the government officers. So RTI is a boon, especially in rural areas. Boon means a thing that is helpful or beneficial. Okay. So the RTI is a beneficial, is especially in the rural areas. It has informed people of minor details like why their ration has been reduced, delayed, or is of poor quality. If has equipped the common people to spot corruption in the government and to rectify it. So rectify means make it correct. Okay. So right information is beneficial for rural areas. Whatever the system is there, like giving rations in the Anganwadis or the BPL cards, they get ration. If any person giving less ration or anything reduced, means they have a right to ask them why it is less. So that's why this is a beneficial for rural areas. Okay, so in this class we learn about two types of acts. One is related to the panchayat. There will be three types of panchayat: gram panchayat, panchayat samiti, and district panchayat. Gram panchayat in the village level, panchayat samiti at the small city level like Sendhanur, and the zilla panchayat is at the district level. Okay. So Right to Information Act 2005, it is related to the information. We can get any information from the government. They are accountable for us for every pass which is means every rule which is passed by the government. Okay. So next we will discuss the Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act 2005, right of children to free and compulsory education. We will learn two types of act at next class. Up to this, enough. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can call me. Thank you.